bloke on...
Shit.
What?
You there, Karl? Karl's fallen down the well.
Dear. Never mind. It's all right, because this is the waffle section.
What's happening?
Just
give me...
we've gone live.
Just give me a sec.
Unknowingly to the rest of us. Oh, he's fucked it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought it'd be me that fell out first. Yeah, this is just the little waffle section for you all. Just while the ads run, met Luke a few quid.
I wouldn't mind a
Get him an haircut.
Not a blue one.
Not a blue one.
Do you know what? You'd be surprised how often I have to get my fucking hair cut,
Do you end up looking like one of them dandelions, where you fucking blow it and it goes fucking miles away?
More like a sticky bush.
It's like a sad sack.
Well, I think Carl's trying to get back in, so I'm going to run the intro now because I think enough time's passed. So,
well, we're 24 seconds in, Jay, but hey, who's counting?
It says 55 on mine, pal.
Just 30 now.
You fucked it, mate.
Hi, this is Don Matteo, and then you are listening to the Auto Know Better podcast. Let's do this.
You look like fucking Brolin, you're a Leeds eating bastard.
Look like some sort of fucking weird floating head. No.
You utensil player a bit, innit?
I mean, I feel a bit right, dickhead.
Nothing spectacular, really. Nothing spectacular once again, especially Karl. I'm still not ready, even though we're 10
He looked like
minutes
he looked like he was getting into one of the go-karts on Funhouse then.
I think he wants to be getting into one at Twins, to be fair, but we won't go there.
Hey, do you know
we all?
Speaking of them twins, were that the cheeky girls that?
No.
Although one of them did end up working at like a fucking car dealership in Doncaster or somewhere.
Cheeky girls were like Latvian or some shit, weren't they?
Yeah.
Romanian.
Well,
do you know what?
Mars or something.
Somebody put on Twitter the other day something about cheeky girls, and I said I've met them, and then they asked me about it. I was like, "Oh, where was it? Karl, will you stop fucking about?"
Was it another entertaining fucking story like your mate that lives near you?
No, but it turned out it wasn't the cheeky girls at all. It was Last Ketchup.
Oh.
Was that fucking weird song where they go like this?
The ketchup song.
Fucking hell, man. I didn't even know that were buried in my fucking subconscious somewhere. Right, lads.
Do the dance, Jay. Do the dance. Do the rah.
That's all I've got for you. Looks like I'm having a fit. That pretty much sums up me dancing. It's a special edition of the Auto Know Better podcast. It's the Leeds United Premier League funeral episode. Hence the background and the black shirt.
That's fucking horrible, is that? You might as well come out in one of them. Remember them like flame t-shirts from 90s? I expected you to wear one of them or something.
Yeah, I once
a Michigan jacket.
I had one with a dragon down it when I was younger.
Yeah.
An American werewolf in Bradford.
This is falling apart. This shit. A bit like Leeds. So how are you doing, boys? I'm joined by the regulars here, Smarty, Luke, and good old pod dodger Audrey. How's everyone doing after that? Because I feel like shit and I don't want to be here talking about Leeds United, to be quite honest with you.
I felt worse yesterday.
I bet you did.
I woke up this morning and went, oh, fucking hell. Like, you know when you've been asleep and you've been dreaming of nice stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I should disclose exactly what I was dreaming of, but yeah, just woke up this morning and like a sense of reality hits you when you wake up and you just go, oh, fucking hell, I've got to face fucking people today.
Yeah.
6 bastard one. And to be fair, though, most of my Liverpool supporting friends haven't even texted me now. I don't know if that's worse or better. They've almost felt sorry for me. Like they've not even took the piss, like not one of them. And I've got a fair few support Liverpool as well. So I think that's probably worse, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. What about the rest of you reprobates?
I'm the same as Luke. I have quite a few Liverpool friends and I haven't heard from any of them, so I'm quite happy about that now. I'm not going to be telling porkies. But apart from that, no, I feel like shit. Just want the old Leeds back.
Don't we all, mate? Don't we all? Smarty, what are you saying?
Well, I probably didn't have it as nice as you lot because I got the absolute shit ripped out of me as soon as I walked through the fucking door this morning.
that when you got in the house?
Windmilling by fucking. Oh no, she stayed out of my way last night. I've just seen Scar. I'll put kettle on for you. I'll get out. It was like, fucking hell, man. Yeah, I were nearly fucking scrapping today. Honestly,
fucking hell. You just don't need it, do you? It's an entire week ruined.
I was being consoled by scum fans. It's all right. Like, fuck off, you pricks.
It happened to us.
I know. It happened to us. It'll be fine. Fuck off. Can't speak. What was it coming to?
Oh, Jesus.
Just in fucking absolute bag of shite to be all that on it last night. I
It
felt
was,
like crying. I did actually leave, but I did feel like crying. I did want to go home at about 60.
Tell us the story about this, Smarty, because I've seen a few bits online about this. What's gone on there? I haven't read into it properly.
Well, he's been getting a bit et up online, hasn't he? So let it out, Smarty.
I'm currently banned from Twitter. Didn't
you get banned for calling someone a wet wipe or a wet fanny?
No. I basically got banned because I said to someone that I bet his breath stinks and that he still swings off his mum's tits.
Mums?
His mum's tits, yeah.
Oh, mums.
Mum's
not
tits.
mum pie.
So no, yeah, I'm in Twitter jail for another 7 or 8 hours or some shit. So
do you good anyway?
Decent banter. Can't even do
I've just realised who Finkel is.
Twats.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
I figured that one.
I thought it was a bit convenient, given his own old name was Einhorn Finkel or something like that, wasn't it?
Finkel is Einhorn? I've just figured out what your art is, Smarty. Took me fucking weeks. I figured it out.
A few months. What is it then?
Yeah. Huh?
What is it
wait, does Jay know it first?
Do you know
I
first?
Got a clue, mate.
I think Luke knows.
I've stopped bothering to find out. I
was
thinking about it.
Took me a while.
Yeah, I've got it.
What is it?
Go on, Gary Speed. Get one yourself, son.
That's the way. That is the one.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm hoping one of you lot's got the predictions off Gilly because
group.
He's put the standings in the group, but we don't know about points.
Well, I can tell you for free. I went 3-1 Liverpool.
Well, all right. Well, we'll get into that. So just 1 second.
Oh.
Auto know better predictions.
Since you've grasped the mantle there, Smarty, I'll let you fire away with the old standings.
Oh, fucking hell. You didn't tell me that. Hold on.
You spoke up too soon. You spoke up too soon, pal.
Right, okay. Some absolute little shit house shore dwelling bumhole is in first place with 26 points. Then, hold on, is this the right one? Yes, it is the right one. Gilly is in second place with 14 points. Jason 12, Karl 11, Luke 11, Stats 6, Bren 5, Just Joe from the Just Joe Show number 4. 4 points. The fans are with 3 points. I've got 1 point. Fucking get in because I were on minus. Sai is on 0. LUTV Scott is on 0, and LS11 Big Lou is on minus 13. I think he's out of it.
Dear. I think he's.
But I don't know what people's predictions were. But I went 3-1 Liverpool.
To be on minus 13, he must have predicted Leeds losses when we were picking up points. Do you know what I mean? To be that bad.
And then Leeds wins.
And then now we've been losing. He's almost switched reverse, thinking we're going to win every game. Like,
well, Jason's climbing the table, isn't it? The shitter Leeds get, the higher he climbs because he's the most negative bastard.
I've had a bit of a mixed bag. Most of mine have been going for Leeds to lose, against the top teams and all that sort of shit, and getting them wrong, and it's just been an absolute nightmare. But
yeah,
it's just a load of bullshit, isn't it?
The whole thing's a load of bullshit. To be honest with you, I'm fuming, man. I mean, fuck the predictions. Let's just get into that shit because we had no B&C because we're podcasting tonight, so there was no time really, and I don't think anyone were in the mood to talk about it at 11 o'clock last night.
If we won, we'd all have been on.
We would, yeah, of course we would, but that's how it affects you, isn't it?
That bad.
That's how it affects you. I mean, 3 of us were there last night. Luke, you part-timer, you just turn up now and again, but
I just pick the games where I can get pissed.
I tell you what, you can't fault the Leeds fans last night because there's been a lot of arguing on Twitter about, you shouldn't boo, you shouldn't say this. If you don't want to boo, fine. If you do want to boo, fine. You've paid your money. You've got a right to express yourself, as far as I'm concerned. I booed them off the full time. I wasn't happy with what I've seen, and I like to make sure they know it. Nah, you can't give them a free ride. You can sing for them through the game, support them, cheer them all fucking night, but when they're putting a performance like that, they need to know about it, in my opinion. And that's
I'm not gonna say you're right or wrong by doing it. Like you say, everyone's got their, entitled to their own opinions. But I want to ask you a question as to what benefit do you think that is possibly going to give the players or the other fans around you? What benefit
to me,
is you booing them?
Well, to me, because it's at the end of the game, not through the game, I need them to know how we feel about what we've just seen. I need them to know that it fucking matters to us and that we're devastated when we see a performance like that. If you all stand there clapping them off and cheering like they've made a good effort when they haven't, then it's like giving someone a medal for turning up. Do you know what I mean? It's so everyone gets a prize. It don't fucking work like that. Well, it is to me. It is to me.
It's not. These are the. I mean, I totally get where you're coming from, but I completely disagree. I think a time like this, a squad needs some togetherness, some unity, and they haven't got that. And I don't think having additional shit from the fans is beneficial. I've never ever booed, and I'll point people out who boo, and I each to their own. But I don't find that in any way constructive or complimentary. It's never ever going to be a positive outcome. You look at Everton. What is that next? Are we going to start pulling players out in the street and that? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I hope not. I won't condone going that far.
And just on that, look, we've lost the last 2 games and conceded 11 goals at home. Now, it sounds stupid, but the first half at Crystal Palace was probably some of the best football I've seen us play.
Oh yeah, totally agree. That's what made that game so baffling.
And the first half hour last night was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
We just crumble. There's just no leadership in there. Once we go a goal behind, there was nothing. There was no leaders, no captain. I mean, Rodrigo isn't a captain. He's not a captain. I mean, he's probably the most experienced in the squad, but he's not. Sorry, in that starting lineup last night, but he's not a captain. He did his best, and then obviously it went to. Did it go to Rocker or Cock at the end? I think, but we're just missing them leaders, and Tyler Adams and Warber being out has been an absolute car crash for us. I think
that international break has fucked us.
Yeah, and I think if things had have worked out slightly differently, McKennie wouldn't be playing now. McKennie was going to be back up by the looks of things in Gracchia's eyes, certainly over Rocker and Adams. Yeah, so we've just been unfortunate there, but it's amazing how much we miss Warber.
Who's rustling?
Carl, what are you doing?
Carl? Are you
I'm not doing it.
Out of toilet roll tubes or something? Are you making some sort of fucking art?
No.
He's rolling, isn't he? He's rolling.
Fucking rolling something.
I thought he was putting pins in his Grazia doll.
No, I'm not on that bandwagon.
I know what you're saying, Luke. I get what you're saying, but
just back
I can't condone a performance like that. I just
get me
can't.
Fucking starred in him, Mark.
Yeah, he'll be featuring. He'll be featuring all right, but in the Auto Bitter, I should imagine heavily. So yeah, no, and look, Gracchia or Gracia or whatever you want to call him cannot be held completely responsible. It's the players that have folded. The tactics in both of those games where we've been hammered have been pretty good to start with. Have been pretty good. And look, it's only taken as to I don't know. What the fuck? Who's going to cat meowing now?
It's mine.
Who do you think?
Hang on.
Who do you
Jesus
think?
Christ.
Felix,
it's like a farm in here. It's like a bleeding zoo.
He's making art, fucking some sort of hamster cardboard frigging maze, and the dickhead's got chuffing cats running around all over the bastard
place. The door now, but I'm worried my internet will go crazy again, but fuck it, we'll see what happens.
So yeah, look, I don't think Gracchia can be held completely responsible. I've seen a lot of hate for Gracchia, and look, we've sort of flipped and reversed our perception and our belief in him now, I suppose, because of those 2 results. But first half against Palace, fantastic. Crumbled second. First half an hour we set up right against Liverpool, and
yeah, we did. Yeah.
If not for that handball that led to the first goal and whatever else. Look, they're a class side. They've got it. They've got it in them, haven't they? But yeah, it's one of them. Look, I think I said before last night I wanted to see a reaction from the week before against Palace. It'll either go one way or another. It will either pull a result out of his ass, or we'll get an absolute fucking hiding. It turns out we got an absolute hiding. But for the first half an hour, I did see that bit of reaction. So I suppose we're going to see what Gratchi is really made of now, and some of these lads that actually just need to stand up and fucking earn the money.
Yeah, they do. And it's like, when you look at the players we've got, we seem to have combined buying people we're hopeful will turn out decent, like prospects like Ruta, that for me, all I've seen him do is come on, run around, and we paid a lot of money for that when we could have got someone proven.
What the fuck? OKB Luke fan club. What the fuck's that?
And then we've got players.
That's definitely Luke.
Then we've got players like.
Let me just turn my burner off.
Is that a burner of yours, that one?
But then we've got players like your Rocker, your Verpo, your McKennie, people that we've gambled on who were supposed to be decent, went to a big club, didn't make it, and we're hoping that somehow it'll be different here. And I just think the whole reason we are where we are is the board. And for all the good that they did in getting us where we are and getting the club on a stable footing, they are doing a really good job of pissing on their own legacy now. And the transfer strategy is fucking terrible. And the worst thing that they've done this season was not replacing Marsh in that World
We're still
Cup
talking
break.
about
And
Liverpool.
We're going back there. That's why we are where we are for me.
Proper tangent.
That's
Save it for the end.
It's going to be like this all the way, Luke. I'm
fuming,
mate. I am fuming. I'm fuming at what I saw, and that is why I will boo when I see that. Because
who were you booing though? The players or the
the team in general?
All right, okay.
The team in general. It's to me, it was just unbelievable. Like you said, you want to see a reaction, and I thought we started really well. It's just the fact that, like, a bit of adversity and we just fucking cave in. And it's as if nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing. Everyone panics at the back when anything happens. And when you're watching 2 games in a row where it looks like every attack is going to result in a goal, it's fucking hard to watch, man, especially when you've just paid out a season ticket renewal and you stood watching that thinking, we are fucked. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though, don't you?
What are you going to spend your 10% rebate on?
Fucking hell, I'm going to put it towards a banner, one of them planes that flies over and says, fuck off, Victor Orta. Get out.
He's going to buy next season's shirt, really.
Probably, yeah. I've not bought this season's yet, but I was tempted when they started offering us some for a tenner after that defeat.
10
yeah.
squid. Did you see them 3 dickheads on Sky Sports last night when it panned to them 3? Kinnear and Rads.
Yeah.
I didn't know because I haven't watched it.
I don't know if Rads had just done a cheeky line or something like that, but he had his fingers right up his nose. He was like this, and then he went,
it was
on TV.
It looked like he was as well.
It was like all 3 of them. Like, fuck, looks sad. Oh shit. Oh no.
Yeah, that was it.
All
yeah.
like that, all scrunched up on his shirt, and all of a sudden he went, oh fuck. Oh god.
Well, they've got monitors in front of them, don't they?
Oh,
Have they?
Yeah, they have small monitors in front of them.
The big lizards.
The big lizards, yeah.
They've got 3 TVs sat in front of the little.
I've just got a pet monitor lizard on the laps.
Yeah, that's it.
Bang on the packet, absolutely.
Bang on the
3
packet,
keys in. 3 keys in, what lad?
He had the fucking tablespoon in his pocket.
Kilos. City stereo imports it.
Lads, what do you think about?
Not that we'd ever sound like that.
What do you think about last night? Didn't work. Any of you? What?
Fucking hell.
It can't have been all of it. For half an hour, Jay, we were very much in the game. What do you think? What do you think didn't work? It's not all of it because clearly there's something happening there.
After half an hour, Carl. After half an hour, we'd had 4 or 5 shots on their goal. They'd have
we were
in the game.
Well, then not everything went wrong. Not everything was wrong then, Jay. You know what I mean? Like we have to take.
No,
like I think the likes of I think the likes of that handball not going our way for the first goal absolutely kicked us in the bollocks, and I think that's where the heads went down. They were like, if we're not getting a decision as blatant as that, then what the fuck are we going to get? Like,
and I think
I
think it goes back to what I said about the leadership, Carl. Because at 1-0 down, you're still in the game. At 2-1, you're still in the game. When we got it back to 2-1.
Yeah.
And we just seem to fold. And our biggest leaders play through the spine of the team. Your Liam Coopers, your Max Warbers, your Tyler Adams. And I think with any of those playing yesterday, I think we probably keep it at 2-1 for a bit longer. I think we've got a bit more of a chance at a game. I think that is the main common denominator for all these recent games where we took a bit of a drilling is the lack of leadership and somebody to stand up and be counted. And even if Cooper puts a stupid fucking challenge in and hurts somebody and goes through them,
not one yellow card.
Not one yellow card yesterday. I was just about to say,
and I was just like, what the fuck? Legs would have been broken if I'd have been. I'm not a professional footballer. But when that third goal went in, you looked at the players.
Throwing a whitey jammy.
And they were just fucking stood there. They were all stood there. They weren't even talking to each other. There were a couple of little mini conversations going on, but they were all doing the I'm a little teapot pose waiting for them to fucking kick off again.
Yeah.
It was bullshit. There's not a single leader, like Luke's already said. There's not a single person that's taking charge and giving them any of them a fucking rodding. No voices, no commanding, anything. It's just shit. Absolutely fucking shite.
It is.
It was absolutely shite last night.
That's correct. There is no.
Would you be tempted?
Never fucking play again for me.
Just question then. Would you be tempted on the back of that? Where we discussed the lack of leadership. If Warber's not ready to come back in, would you consider starting Cooper?
Absolutely. Yeah. Instead of Strike, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would take Cooper over
striking Cooper and Talk
for me.
I mean, in hindsight's a wonderful thing, and look. I don't think Stroike's a bad defender. I just think he needs somebody at the side of him who can tell him what to do and where to do it. Cock isn't that man. Cock's almost the same person. They're both quite, they can play a game of football. They know what to do, but they need somebody at the side of them. But they're both very similar. And
that's been said a lot on this podcast. I think like Gilly's said that a lot. He's a big he's quite vocal about Cock plays well with Verba because Verba manages him. And if you've got two players in there. Yeah, and if you've got two players in there that need managing, then it's not going to work, is it?
I guarantee you, Verba's on that field last night. It'd have been fucking absolutely rodding every single one of them. And
It'd have gone through a few players as well, and timed his challenges, and he got the crowd on side. And we was missing that. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's half of the battle, isn't it? Is getting your fans with you. But because they were all absolute fannies and they were just backing off and letting Liverpool just run riot, and they were literally backing off, we played a really deep line. Why? I have no idea. You needed to be on the front foot. You saw how sloppy their defence was in first 20, 30 minutes. There were balls flying all over fucking place. It were absolutely shite. We should have been at them from fucking word go, but we kept a deep line and let them attack us, but actually backed off and let them fucking come at us. It was shit. The tactics were wrong as well last night.
Canate is shit. We should have been into him.
Trent Alexander-Arnold can't tackle.
Sinisterra had his number a couple of times.
Why the fuck was Donto running at fucking that dickhead last night?
Why didn't he start?
Why the fuck isn't he starting?
I said to one of the lads last night that after the way Somerville made an absolute dickhead out of Trent Alexander in the last game, he should have been put against him straight away in this game. He I don't care if Somerville's a lot younger and has less experience or whatever. When a young fella has you in his back pocket like that, the last thing you want to be doing is playing against him again. And the fact that we didn't harness that little bit of shithousery by putting him on there for the whole game. Like, my mate made a good point last night. Like, Alexander-Arnold was kind of coming in as an inverted kind of midfielder, and Henderson was out wide, keeping an eye on the wings. But if you've got Somerville out there, who's evidently more of a threat than a lot of what went down the wings for us, then why not put him on there and just have him if Somerville's on there up against Trent, Hendo doesn't come out that side, and it leaves Trent wide open to just being absolutely rinsed like he was the first time.
And everyone knows defending is his weak point.
Yeah, that's the thing. And he'd have to follow Somerville. There'd be no case of, I'll just plod along in here now because I know how weak they are on my side, and Hendo can look after whatever he's doing over there or whatever. It was just a bit fucking meh,
It was dreadful, mate.
I think just going back to, there was a comment there, somebody switched it off, but Mark Jones asked there, sorry, but what was a footballer need telling to do? I think he's on about, they don't necessarily need telling what to do, but as somebody else has said further down, communication is massive at any level of sport, in any sport, any team sport. So not necessarily saying you go there, you do this, but just telling him which man is picking up and which man Warber's got and where they should, it's not. I'm not necessarily saying go. Warber would be saying go tackle him now. Bring your clothes, your boat, and your motorcycle.
your clothes, your boots, and your
Riding in
motorcycle.
with a rocket launcher over his shoulder.
Yeah, have you seen them? Have you seen them phones? Have you seen the phone cases with Arnie? On these phones. Have you used that?
Yeah.
From Commando.
Yeah.
There's one for you here, Smarty, from Jammy. He says, Smarty needs to get the service crew resurrected, show him some passion. Could just imagine you with like a tie round your head, like a bandana. Fucking into them, lads. From the South Stand.
Jack Grealish friggin' queef scarf, like, making sure I don't fall into my eyes when I'm twatting someone over head or something.
I want to go back to a point that you made, Karl, then about the whole fucking handball thing that didn't get picked up on. And I was saying this today, and it's like, we don't only have to beat better teams in front of us, we also have to beat the system. And we did have the best of them for that first half hour. And when you're playing like that against who are a top team, regardless of the shitty season they've had, you're playing like that, you're doing well, your confidence is growing. Then you start getting decisions like that and stuff like that happens. And then they score a goal after a guy literally passes it with his arm. He run into it and put his arm into it. And it's like, your heads must go down. You must think we're fighting an uphill battle here. How are we going to get out of this game when stuff like that is just being let go? And that was seconds after we'd been denied a penalty shout before that. So, about how that's affected them. Do you think that has a big part in why we fall apart sometimes?
Depends on what you mean, Jammy.
Back in the days, Jammy, definitely.
I think you can look at it as, I suppose you could look at it as a bit weak mentally. If you look at decisions like that aren't going your way, and then all of a sudden the heads drop and stuff like that could be just pure weak mentality. And like we've all said here tonight, it's a case of there's no proper leaders on the pitch. So how do you get a strong mentality going within the group of players if there's no one on the pitch willing to fuck someone out of it for, giving a sloppy pass, or like McKennie, he tripped over the ball and they got a bleeding fucking third goal, or stuff like that. It's
come on.
That was me.
That's definitely Karl.
That was me. So it could be a number of things. You could nearly pinpoint the last two games where we could see it going wrong. Against Palace, it was the free kick that Firpo gave away on the edge of the 18-yard box in the first half, and his head completely went then once he got booked. And again, last night it was a Trent assist.
Absolutely.
Just for the audio listeners, from Freddie Mac, it says, if these Leeds players had been first ashore on D-Day, we'd all be speaking German. I think he's bang on.
They wouldn't get out. They wouldn't have it in them to get out of frigging boat now, man. Not bastard.
You'd have Cock like. Oh no! There'd be a big fucking ramp at the end to get off, and Cock would still be looking around, wondering which way he's supposed to fucking go.
Forshaw would be limping off it. Bamford had stubbed his toe.
I think you've been a bit harsh on Cock there, because I thought he was probably the only one who was committed to the cause.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't think
no.
It was terrible.
There was a clip I saw where they went on and scored their fourth or fifth, I think, and there's images of bleeding Jack and Sinistera just jogging back trying to cover players, and then you've got Cock, and he's breaking his absolute bollocks to try and get back. Yeah, and I can't fault for that.
And to be fair, McKennie was a bit as well, certainly more than the others were. The midfield were just an absolute shambles, weren't they, last night? It was just a shower of shit.
Yeah, there was nothing offered. Nothing offered from midfield.
I've just seen a comment that I need to reply to because it's Mark writes, Smarty, did you meet the Twitter mate who's been into a European game for a pint? No. Funnily enough, he didn't turn up. However, after today's little Twitter spat and stuff, apparently someone else wants to come and fucking... he wants to come and give me a tap on the shoulder, so I've given him exactly... I've given him the stand, the row, and the fucking seat number, and I've told him, hey, by all means, mate, you come and give me a fucking tap on the shoulder. You won't miss me, by all means. You will not fucking miss me.
Can't miss that forehead, like.
Especially when it's flying towards you about 20 miles an hour.
I had a lad as well straight after the game coming for me saying, "Oh fucking," because I asked the other week. I said, "Is Gratchia the best manager we've had tactically for 20 years, or something along them lines?" I was asking an honest question. In hindsight, it sounds like a stupid question now because it was before Arsenal, and since then we've been fucking hammered. So yeah, he came straight at me, literally, as soon as the full-time whistle had gone.
And he
said something
bookmarked,
along-
has he? Did he
But I'd
bookmark
had
you
my
still?
bookmark waiting for it. And he come back and he's like, he was saying, his final comment was chat shit. I says, "Is this where I get banged?" He said, "Maybe." I was like, "No."
Maybe. Oh, man.
It tickled
Maybe
me.
just needs to ask his mate first.
Yeah, this honestly, it's Twitter's just fucking funny. I should not go on it honestly because I was up last night till I would probably say about 1 o'clock this morning, maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock this morning, just tweeting people angrily.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah,
I just can't be asked, mate. That's why I barely tweet.
I'm not surprised I got a ban today. But I've said
I
worse
said
things,
much worse.
many worse things to people before.
Do you know what I don't get about when you get a ban?
Tits.
What I don't get is like if someone says something to me, I'm just like, all right, I just get on with my life. I don't report them. Like, how upset do you have to be to report somebody on Twitter?
I bet Karl would fuck the other three up. He's old school. Snooker ball in his sock.
Is it car keys?
I'm the fucking daddy, boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Car
Where's your
keys in your
fucking
hand.
tool?
Make them
man.
windmilling in.
Yeah, man. You're always wearing socks, like.
He survived the main streets
Just in case
of
of without a
Mayo.
bog roll.
Yeah.
Why do people think he lives here now? He's on the run. You know, he caused too much trouble back home.
His name's not even Pod Dodger.
No. Would you shut up, would you? Fucking hell.
Witness protection.
Trying to keep a low profile here, lads.
It's God Dodger.
I'll tell you what, Karl. You should jump Roaring Peacock if you don't want anyone to see you.
Oh, God.
I mean, going back to the game, see as we're going off on a fucking tangent again.
Sorry, this is quite a funny one. Get this one read out.
Go on then. Tasha Owen says Aronson couldn't kick snow off a rope. Weak as piss, about as useful as tits on a bull. I like that. I like that.
Excellent.
It's like a chocolate fire guard.
Tits
He
on a
is.
bowl.
Fucking hellfire, man.
I say useful as tits on fish normally, but I might start using that one.
Do you know what?
I think I've said that loads of times.
That's a firm.
A couple of times recently, he has looked better as Aronson. But then you think, why are we starting him instead of starting Nonto?
He's not ready. He's not ready, Jay. Let's be straight up about it. He's not a Premier League ready player. He's almost another router. He should have been signed as a prospect, and he should be loaned out in the Championship or one of the European leagues. Aronson, he's not a Premier League player.
Oh,
there's only one new player that we got in summer that is actually Premier League ready, and that's Tyler Adams. The rest are fucking dog meat.
Yeah,
they are. And you can include your fucking fat American mate in there as well. Fucking Western. He came in January, but
I would argue Rocker's been all right in patches as well, but he's almost
against shit teams that give him space.
Yeah.
Like McKennie against shit teams, lower league teams. Like
McKennie's only had 2 good games for as I can remember.
Yeah, no, he's fucking pish.
But again, they're 2 players that we've signed who went to big clubs and failed. So why do we expect them to be any better?
They didn't fail, Jay. That's fucking a bit harsh. I mean, you look at the players that started in front of him in the preferred positions and say
you don't get sold if you haven't failed, mate.
I'll tell you what, mate. I would much rather start half man, half biscuit Forshaw than frigging Weston McKennie against Chuffing Fulham.
Somebody said to me on Twitter
that is bold. That is bold.
I think that might be the case.
Do you know what?
No chance. Weird take.
I typed a tweet out.
Jay. What you? Sorry. Go on.
Nah, you're all right. You fuck off.
I'm not starting Forshaw. I'm not. He's not. No, he'll just fucking fall to bits.
Yeah, but he's better than McKennie.
He'll dissolve.
Only 2 wins against teams below us. We've had 3 wins. We beat Wolves as well.
Oh, Skip fucked right up there, mate.
Anyway,
buddy.
I started typing a team out earlier, and I thought, you know what, I can't be arsed with the fucking hassle because I dropped Meslier, I dropped fucking all the midfield. I started Giabi and fucking Archie Gray.
Archie Gray.
See, this is what happens in it. When we're that shit, people start pulling in all sorts. I tell you what, I'd have Robles up front. Fuck the fucking rest of it. You know, you start doing all sorts of stuff.
Everyone thinks they're a genius, then, don't they? And that they're going to suddenly come up with something that's just going to be revolutionary and work.
But I don't think.
But look, it can't be any worse than what we've watched.
No, just on Meslier. Just on Meslier, though, I think he does need a bit of time out of the limelight.
Yeah.
For me.
Agrees with you.
Robles
Now,
scares me because he doesn't seem that good.
I just want to say something about Meslier.
Go on then.
I just want to say something about Meslier, right? His best season was knobheads. Was when he had a consistent defence in front of him, where he had the same back four for a number of games on the trot, and we saw his qualities. I don't think you can put a lot of the blame on Meslier. Granted, take him out of the team.
Championship, Karl.
No, but no, hold on. His first season back in the Premier League. Let's be honest.
We didn't have any, that was the same for Bamford and most of the team because there was no fucking fans.
It doesn't matter.
I agree with you slightly about the
players in
consistent
front
back
of him.
four. I agree. I think it would benefit him. However, having a consistent back four will still not make him actually fucking save things that a 5-year-old could say.
Yeah, I mean, what you're essentially saying
on goal, I've ended up in goals. The last 10 shots on target have resulted in a goal.
But you see, lads, look at it from a tactical player's perspective, right? You've got the same 4 players in front of him all the time, yeah? Half of them shots that he's let 10 shots in, that he's faced 10, let 10 goals in where he's faced 10 shots. What are the chances that he isn't going to he's going to face those 10 shots with a consistent back 4 in front of him? That he's not. The chances are maybe 5 out of the 10. You know,
Jamie says Meslier needs to relax, take some time out, and go see Rubber Julie. Maybe that'd help.
Introduce him to Rubber Julie.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we can put all the blame. I don't think we can put all the. And I'm certainly not putting the blame on him as such. I just think, as a young goalkeeper, with lots of potential, we've seen how good he can be in the sticks. I just think if at any time he needed a break and a bit of a rest and a bit of time out, I think now would be ideal. And I don't think Robles is that bad. He's played for us in the couple a couple of times, and he's looked all right. He's not looked any worse than. And look, if you're going to concede every shot anyway, how much worse can you do? You know, we might as well put a fucking wheelie bin there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's putting that. I think it's easy for us to sit here and, after a defeat like the last few that we've had, been absolutely spanked. It's easy for us to sit here and pick fault with all these players. One-on-one, Meslier is fantastic. I'd back him more than I'd back him, I don't know, James Ward-Prowse.
You'd back him more than you'd back him?
I'd back him on with a one-on-one more than I'd back him against a James Ward-Prowse free kick or something, because he's just shit at shot stopping. Do you know what I mean? He can't do it. Whereas if you've got a guy running through on goal, I'd be fairly confident that he could make a save or at least stop him. But these last few weeks,
with Jotas last night, didn't he?
Terrible.
Just out of curiosity, lads, do you think maybe because the run we're on and the situation we find ourselves in at the bottom of the table, do you think maybe taking him out is something that might absolutely demolish his confidence? Because that's kind of saying to him then, you're not good enough for the heavy running now, lad. You know, and that can fuck a player confidence.
I think
I'm not saying it shouldn't happen, but
I think we've got enough professionals at the club to do it professionally and do it properly, and just say, look, this is the reason we want to take a bit of heat off you. We it's not all your fault. We've been shit as a team, but we think you just need even just a game or one game out of the limelight and bring him back for Leicester. Just go down to Fulham, let him have a break, sit him on a bench, or even let him just don't drop him as such, but actually say, have a week at home and just chill.
Sit him on the bench with some JD in a brown paper bag. So you just relax, son, and take your mind off it. Fuck me. That's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be doing if I had been in his position and were getting sticky he's getting now.
Oh my God.
It's going to happen. 10 goals. Painful. 10 goals.
Being in Twitter jail is so painful. I've even got paid for Twitter nonsense in my fucking mentions now, and I can't reply to them.
No.
I'll do it now for you. Let's see how long it takes me to get banned.
You have to get that mate of yours who's got a similar name to have a word with him.
Thought you were.
He'll step in, I reckon, Smarty. He'll look after you.
Tell Ray. Ray will step in.
Fucking hell, man.
Ray's got your back.
I mean, so what do you guys think then regarding the whole sort of VAR thing and the fact that it doesn't ever seem to work when we...
It can go and fuck itself.
Yeah, you can talk about VAR until the cows come home, as they say. You know, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, even if he'd have had the fucking first goal, you know, chalked off. I mean, VAR did work for us. They disallowed a goal. You know, if they did chalk it off, it wouldn't have mattered because we'd have still bloody got dicked 5-1. So, you know, it's irrelevant really, and I think there's more important things to talk about than some bellend sat in the middle of nowhere on a fucking computer. They're just shit. VAR's shit. It's broken. It'll never be fixed until it's independently regulated. What more can you fucking say?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with that, but the problem I have is if we passed the ball with an arm, and it led to a goal, that won't be allowed. Do you know what I mean? We won't get away with that. And you go back to the Spurs game when Melier got bundled into the goal by a guy who wasn't even the guy playing the ball, and that was allowed.
That was Kane, wasn't it?
See what the Wolves fans' reactions would be to some of the fucking shit that went on last night.
But we just get shafted.
The referee in general were pretty poor, to be fair. I mean,
they were terrible.
some of the stuff he were giving them and then the stuff that were going against us were just like, fuck me, you're an hypocrite.
Yeah, it were terrible. Hypocrite. They were absolutely terrible, and I expected as much because I looked him up. It was the guy that sent off strike because Klopp got on the pitch and demanded it. So I knew straight away. I knew straight away we were going to see him do fucking shit, stupid things all game because that's what he does. It's Craig Pawson, is it?
Yeah. Bandy's hit the nail on the head here. Look, as a collective, we should be blaming the collective, the mentality. It's not an individual's fault. There were some poor individual performances all around. In fact, everywhere. But ultimately, if the team are struggling mentally and the mentality of the team, we said before when Marsh was in charge, to get out of a losing habit is very, very difficult, no matter how good you are. And that's what concerns me, I think, more than hope for the rest of this season is taking 3 hidings in 4 games, conceding 15 goals against 3 teams, 2 of them at home, against. I know obviously we beat Forest in between them, but Arsenal, Palace, and Liverpool have literally just fucking ruined our goal difference. We almost had an additional point before we played Arsenal on the teams around us. Now that's pretty much evened itself out. Now we're still all right. We're still one of the better down there because we scored quite a lot of goals. But it does worry me the mentality of this group and this collective moving forward for the last seven games. I think we've got left now. Whereas I know other teams are struggling, and I fuck knows how the bookies have got us 5-2 to be relegated. People are going to shoot me. People are going to shoot me down for this, but I never back against Leeds, right? But what I've done, I've had 100 quid on Leeds to go down because either way, I'll be happy as fuck if they stay up, and if they haven't
right now.
If they go down, they can pay for me fucking drown my sorrows, and I'll be running round Headingley and Leeds like a little baby pony.
You'll be able to go see Rubber Jeweler.
Baby pony going nay.
Say nay, we're not going down. We refuse.
You're filling your boots in Winston's if that bet comes in, won't you?
I just couldn't help it because I think the mentality of the team. I just can't see us bouncing back at the moment. I can't see us getting anything down at Fulham.
I can.
And I can't see. I can see Leicester beating us even. Do you know what I mean? We've got Harvey Barnes scores every fucking time, so we're definitely conceding.
I'm worried.
We're only 1 point worse off than we were at the same stage last season, Mike.
Yeah, and look at that. And we're in a high bet. We stayed up. We stayed up on the last day because Newcastle helped us out.
But we stayed up.
We did, but Rad said it's impossible.
Tell him, Karl. Tell him, Karl.
Rad says it's impossible to end up in that again.
Dog piss.
I think
football. Because, sorry, can I just go?
Yeah, go for it, man.
We've played decent, like you said, Luke. We played a really, really good first half against Palace, and we got shafted by arguably one of the best attacking football teams there is in the league on their day. Palace are a fucking, them 3 players that they've got a fucking shit hot. We've just lost again to Liverpool again. The attacking. If we can change the mentality where try not to lose your heads when we go 1-0 down, and I don't think that Fulham have probably got it in them to start spanking us because I don't think their front 3 or front 4, whatever they're playing, are as good. Neither are Leicester, neither are Bournemouth. You've got to take that into account that we've just lost to 2 relatively good teams. Palace aren't performing this year. They've sacked the manager. They've got Roy in charge. They're bound to have a bounce anyway. Klopp has got them. They're either absolutely brilliant or they're complete and utter dog shit. It just so happens that we're absolutely dog shit and they turned up last night after 20 minutes. I do not see. I mean, I know it's fucking London, aren't we? And Gilly would be interrupting me now with his little frigging
Oh, he would.
Warnock video.
He would.
But is someone about to play it? Someone's about to play it, are you?
No, don't be silly.
Luke's got
Carl's
that look
about
in his face.
Carl, one of you.
Oh, no.
Mouse is clicking.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm back to the old school, Smarty, man. I'm on the phone again.
You're pushing, swiping and stuff.
No, I'm not
We're
doing
in
shit.
London. That's the fucking difference.
Bag. I knew it. I was just waiting for it to come in.
What is this tart doing?
Hey,
He's too
Is what?
predictable, isn't he?
what's that?
Who?
You?
It's you that's
Who's-
clicking, you div.
It's
I'm
not
very
me, is it?
confused right
Eyes
now.
are going around like frigging there's no tomorrow. Looking at your nine frigging screens or whatever you're doing.
I've already spent that. I've already spent
not
that
me.
350 quid. It's not
That's the fucking difference.
So yeah, I still think we'll be fine. You know, I really, really do. I just think they need a good slap. Need to get their asses together. Need to drop a couple of shit bags that are playing, i.e. McKennie and fucking Christensen as well, because he's dog shit. I get it.
McKennie looks like he's dropped a couple of bags already
Who does?
before
Needs to drop a couple of bags off
McKennie.
at Manchester Airport and fuck
Here
off
we go.
back to where this
Richo's
fucking
in
come
from Everton. Richo, how do you feel? Do you think you'll go down, or do you think Leeds have got a bigger chance? They're evens to go down, bearing in mind.
Yeah.
So you get
Yeah.
anything you put on, you get
I
back.
don't think Everton will go down.
Do you not?
I don't think Everton will go
That's
down.
because it's going to be us, isn't it?
No.
I think it'll be Leicester, Forest, and Southampton.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
fucking hope
think
so,
them three.
Carl.
I think it, as it is, pretty much. I think.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
think it
what,
stays
right
like
now,
this for me.
Right now, it's 2 places out of 4 teams, and that's us, Forest, Leicester, and West Ham.
West Ham are dog shit.
I mean,
Bournemouth are
Everton,
fucking fantastic.
Everton, sorry. Everton, not West Ham.
It's
But
still,
yeah, West Ham is
it's
still in
still
it.
close, mate.
But
It is still close.
I
It
don't
is,
know.
but you look
Yeah.
at the running. Our goal difference is going to take a fucking hiding at the City of Manchester Stadium. An absolute battering. Not the City
Well, like-
anymore. It's the Etihad, innit?
I've got a comment from
Leicester-
Michael Gott.
Leicester.
One sec, Carl.
Just play 11.
Just saying, I think that the confidence and belief is so shot now. We're in worrying times, and that's how I feel. I feel like they've just been fucking smashed so bad, and there's all these rumours of a falling out and all this shit, and that's my worry that we won't pull
Yeah,
it
but
together.
we're fickle football fans.
We are, yeah.
We've just been spanked. We could go to fucking London and we could go and get a result against Fulham, and they'll be we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league.
Hey, Smarty, if we
European.
if we win the next 2 games, Smarty, then everyone's going to be like, give Javi the job.
Yeah, give Abbott job.
That's
Fuck
how it is.
Mr. McKennie's best fucking American since fucking D-Day landings and all that sort of
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Great. Mate,
Rich-
get him fucking signed up.
63.
Bollocks.
Richo63 says he reckons Everton are down.
Does he mean Everton? Richard, do you mean Everton or do you mean Leeds, mate? I don't understand. Or both?
No, you asked him the question. You asked him if he thinks Everton are up or down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Everton or Leeds?
Hopefully, Richard, you are correct.
I hope so. And I don't mean that in an horrible way,
offence.
Richard, but, you know, every
Fuck
man for
Everton.
themselves at this point, isn't it?
Fuck Everton, Richard.
Steve Brown has said we play City the Sunday before they have a potential Champions League semi-final. They may play a weak team. Their third team would beat our first team.
I like your optimism, Steve, man. I do
Their
like
under
it.
nines would give us the run around.
Oh, the day that Calvin Phillips comes back to relegate Leeds. Jesus
man, imagine.
Christ. Oh, God.
Written in the stars, that, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, don't, man.
Oh,
Fucking
Jesus
serious
Christ.
kick in the stones, that.
Oh, my God.
There'll be fucking training montages on his Instagram galore.
We need a
None of his
montage.
actual playing
Dancing round with
football, just
Grealish on
training.
Nate corner flag.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, man.
training montage. They're playing table tennis in the leisure suite because he's not getting.
I
any
still
game time
can't
in
believe
shit house.
we're all sat here talking about this shit. I just can't believe the situation, and I can't.
How can you
they're
not
doing
believe
all
it, Jay?
again.
Seriously, how can you not believe it, man? It's
You've been to every game this
it's
season. You've
Because-
seen it.
yeah.
I just mean compared to where we were last season, we stayed up, and you just thought we were gonna push on, and you look around and you see teams like fucking Brentford and Fulham and whoever else, and they're progressing. They're moving
It
forward.
always happens.
We've moved
There's
backwards,
always
if
some
anything.
anomalies. No, there's always anomalies. Brentford and
But there's
Fulham
more than
and
one, Luke. There's more than one. Fucking
Well,
Bournemouth look
you-
like they're
you-
all right.
you-
They've started
you
winning
can't
games,
have-
3 points ahead of us.
but they're winning
Robert
games.
Julie!
They
Robert
look top.
Julie!
What?
She's
What?
here.
Yeah!
Hey, Robert Julie, come on. Come on.
That's
amazing.
Fuck me.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Just on
Fucking
Everton.
celebrities.
Just on Everton. Has anyone seen that they played a game behind closed doors today and got beat 1-0 by
God, yeah.
Chester?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-league Chester, and they had the likes of Calvert-Lewin. I think they had a pretty strong squad out. A pretty strong squad.
I still think they'll survive me. I genuinely do. I don't think they'll go down Everton.
This is a good question, but let's throw this round then. If you could take 2 players from the Champions League squad to our squad today, who would they be?
Viduka for one.
Absolutely. First pick.
Need goals and probably Bowyer in midfield.
Yeah,
Bowyer or Decor.
Box to box.
I was gonna say Viduka and Decor. But yeah, Bowyer would be
not
a
for
good
me.
shout.
Viduka and either Lucas or Viduka and Woodgate for me.
Oh, to shore up the defence. Yeah.
Woodgate was fit, or when he was injured. Are we taking an injured?
Well, we'll take Lucas then, or even Rio Ferdinand before he went to them shit wankers.
Or even that scum.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Judas, no.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, but he was class, wasn't he? Like, there's no doubt about it. He's probably the best technically that we've ever had.
Yeah,
he was. That's why it hurt so much.
Yeah. So that answers that question, Skip, I think.
It's a good question, to be fair. They definitely make a difference.
Any other interesting questions like that? Oh, Christ, yeah.
See you later, Jules.
Julie's off. She's got to get to work.
Bye, Jules.
She's on night shift.
All right, I think we've probably talked about all this bollocks long enough, to be honest with you. So we may as well go on
Have we been going on in an hour nearly, and we haven't even got into any other stuff? Jesus, wept.
And we haven't really discussed anything technically about the game, just the fact it was shit. But
it was just going to be a ranting pod anyway.
We'll move on, lads. We'll move on. We'll talk about next game, then we'll do predictions. Fulham next. What are we saying? I'm going to go to you first, Karl, because you look like you're itching to speak. Go on.
I wasn't really itching to speak. I'm more terrified of going to London, really. But I think
Are you going, Karl?
We're in London. That's the fucking difference.
Say it again.
I wish it was, but no, I'm not going. But it's one of those things. Like, I think if we can play again for 90 minutes like we did for the first half against Palace and the first half an hour against Liverpool and not concede a sloppy goal, I think we could probably nick something. Now, in saying that, I don't know how you all feel about it, but I ain't making predictions no more. So I'm staying away from that shit. Because the last 2 seasons that I've done it, we've been in a relegation battle. So the proof is in the pudding that you shouldn't have bullied me into doing it, you dickheads. And
pretty sure the only reason we've been in 2 relegation battles isn't because you've done predictions. But
I think you'll find if I start,
Karl wants to take
we'll
the
be grand.
If Karl wants to take the blame,
tell you what, if Karl doesn't make a prediction this week and we get a result down in Fulham, I think we ought to get a statue made of him.
Yeah, we'll get him a little trophy.
And we could all touch him before a game and stuff
Yeah, like one of them
I touch him
budders
before
that
the game anyway.
I could get the guys who did the Bielsa gnome and shit. Maybe they could make one of me just sitting here, and I'll be like,
like that, with your finger in front of you.
Go out to the nearest Marvel shop and go get a little fucking Willem Dafoe Green Goblin figure.
What's that?
That's getting clipped.
No, yeah. I think he started some fucking time on it there or some shite. I think if we can look after the not conceding part of the game on Saturday, I think we might sneak in out a cheeky draw, you know.
I think Warble will be back. He was on the bench, wasn't
he? Yeah.
He's got to be on it.
Another weekend.
And they're without Arnautovic as well.
Mitrovic, you mean?
All right, sorry, Mitrovic. Sorry.
Arnautovic used to play for West Ham, didn't he, about 3 seasons ago?
I at least I pronounced it right. Well, one of them.
Yeah, just the wrong fucking look.
Just the wrong player.
Yeah. Well, look, sure.
Wrong player, wrong team.
That was the best mum pie. What else have we had from him?
Mum pie.
God.
I can't remember who else we've had.
We've had some crackers.
Had some good ones, all right. But yeah,
Had some
so
crackers.
yeah, I'm just I'm quietly confident we can actually get something down there, but
I tell you
it's
what,
going to be a tough one.
I tell you what I think about Fulham, and I'm relative. While I don't think we'll get anything, what sort of positivity I'm clinging on to is when we played him in the cup, we. He's not wrong. They won't have an Outovich because they've never had him. Like that, Carl.
Yeah.
Is we played all right in the cup against him when Gracchi had only just taken over. We seemed to give him a few problems down there. We got beat. I think we got beat 2-0 in the cup. Anyway,
2 unstoppable goals, though.
Yeah, there were 2 belters. Yeah, absolutely. So I think that gives me that. I've always clinged on to a little bit of hope somewhere, and I just don't know. If anything, Adams played that day as well, and Wober did. So I don't know. I just think they're playing some good football. Yeah, they're missing Arnautovic and Mitrovic. So there will be. It will.
They're not the same person, no.
But I had a feeling Koch played Mitrovic off the park in that game. He marked him really tightly, and Mitrovic didn't get a sniff anyway from memory. It was Solomon, wasn't it, who ran as ragged down the left hand side. I think he got a couple of got one and then set up the other. But it's just where are our goals going to come from? Where do we see our goals coming from at the minute? Because Rodrigo's not looking like he's firing. Paddy's obviously injured again.
That header that Rodrigo missed, man. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Free header.
Kicked it straight into the floor, didn't he? Oh man. Such a bad miss. That.
There's no confidence, is there, anywhere? So
no. And that's what worries me. The goals. Where did the goals? Sinisterra went off injured. Now, was he injured or did he just didn't fancy
that
it?
Was a fake injury. Do you see when there were a ball coming in and he was stood next to Trent Alexander-Arnold, he didn't even fucking jump for it?
Yeah.
That's when I started to lose my shit a little bit before I started being a happy clapper wanker and started supporting my team like a right scumbag.
Because that's, not the thing to do, Smarty,
That's not what's allowed. I'm a scumbag.
No.
In fact, someone actually went, "You're shit," in response to me today.
As in you or the team?
Me, I went, when I put my whole thing like saying, "Oh yeah, I didn't leave" and all that sort of stuff, which we won't go down that road again. If you did, if you don't, fine. But he replied to me, "You're shit."
That's a good comeback. That.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
You encountered a real mastermind there.
That's what Leicester shout, innit? Instead of "you shit bastards," what we do, they go, "you're shit."
We can't say too many words.
That's because they're shit.
Yeah.
Look,
they spell it Y-O-U-R as in your shit.
Yeah.
As in like your shit on the ground.
When they're telling it, your shit.
Your shit.
My dog left me a shit this morning, the little bastard in the house. Fucking stunk.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
He's not very well,
Bruce.
bless him.
Yeah, Bruce the
fucking
same.
stunk, and I hate dog shit.
I hope your shit's in your slippers and it comes through your toes.
Who wears slippers?
Oh,
I imagine you did, to be fair. I bet you've got Crocs, haven't you? I bet you've got Crocs. It's got to come out of the holes.
I'll get a picture. Don't make me go get your new trainers, fucking Marty McFly.
You can get them. They look mint.
what?
Marty McFly.
Did you get fucking self-tying trainers? Did you?
No, I'd buy them if I could. Like,
they had them on display in Harvey Nicks for a while. They look fucking cool.
Mags. They were about $1,000 each.
Do you remember the old Pumas that you used to be able to pump up?
Little knob like Jay.
Yeah, I used to. What was that?
Jay keeps freezing.
Little knob with his graveyard and his full moon. Fucking ace.
So anyway, back to Fulham, lads.
Could receive satellite signals on that cunt.
Oh, Jay.
There goes the monetization.
Jay,
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, well, just leave me alone.
Can we get back to a bit of football then? Just a quick
question.
Quick question then. When Jesse Marsh was here, he obviously let Click go, who we've missed.
Bastard, shithouse, never be forgiven.
Joffrey's gone out on loan. Could he have added more than Aronson, do you think?
Probably not, but would you rather see Joffrey come on or Reuter?
Reuter.
Really?
I've seen. If you watch him, Ruta, he hasn't offered anything. But unfortunately for him, he's not getting a lot of game time. He's coming on in a game where we're losing fucking 4-1, and being expected to go up against Virgil van Dijk. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science. We're not helping his development at all.
But have you seen him do anything other than run around yet?
Have you not seen? Yeah, I have actually. I have seen him do some pretty good bits and pieces, but very little because of the very little game time. I think we've been a bit harsh on him, and the expectation is always going to be high when he's your record signing. But yeah. Anyway.
Gerhard actually scored
40 million on his new record signing, by the way.
Who?
Jean Kevin. Our record signing.
We're not even going to fucking talk about that, Smarty, because that's another shit show that we don't need to get into.
It's just, honestly, it's a shit sandwich in the middle of a fucking shit buffet, innit?
We're turning into a fucking banter club.
Oh, you've just been dicked 5-1 by...
just on Ruta, then.
Well, by your relegation rivals. Here's a shit
just
sandwich.
On Ruta.
We'll have to spend
what do you make of that?
million quid.
Yeah, I agree with Mark.
Oh,
Swapping shirts at full time after that result.
There
is
were a couple of
embarrassing.
fans in South Stand giving him some right shit when he walked around.
I'm not
giving
surprised.
him
Don't
some
do
fucking
that.
right shit.
I mean, do it in the tunnel.
Yeah. Not on
in
the
the middle
pitch.
of a
You've
pitch
just
when
been
you're
fucking
hammered
thumped
6-1.
6-1 and you're walking around with a fucking Liverpool shirt on. You know, what are you doing, man? I mean, I know he's a young lad and he probably doesn't realise. He certainly did by the time he got to the tunnel, I can tell you that for sure.
I bet he won't do it again.
He won't do it again. Well, he won't be able to play in Championship soon anyway. He's only got a few more opportunities.
Kev says, Ruta, Joffrey, what's the difference other than the price tag? I'm with him there.
One's got pot noodle hair and the other
players.
hasn't.
I can see that there's ability in Ruta, but he hasn't done enough to show me that it was the right signing at the right time for us.
We all in agreement that Aronson needs to just get Tifok then.
He needs
Just
to
needs to
bulk
get on
up
the
a bit.
weights.
He needs to get on the weights, man. He needs serious bulking. Like,
some Bovril, some
Been
protein
blown
powder
over.
and some Bovril and get some weight on there, lad.
Been
Stop
blown
fucking
over
around in
by a gust of wind.
Betty's tea rooms. We are fucking girt. Get out. Stop eating them prawn sandwiches. Go and get yourself a frigging Yorkshire wrap or whatever they are that I've never had.
Oh, them Yorkshire pudding wraps. Now we're talking. Yeah, that's it. No, being blown over by a gust of wind, you're not going to get anywhere in Premier League, are you? It's a physical league. It's not like Italy or fucking.
I look for it now.
Germany,
You know when
where
he
you
picks
just
ball
get
up.
stood and left
I
with space.
anticipate him either getting tackled and falling up floor or just losing it because he's not right good.
Yeah.
I think there is a player in there. I just think his physique lets him down a massive amount. Like,
He needs,
you know what,
he's not
he
from
needs
middle,
some.
is he?
He needs some game time where he'll have a bit more time on the balls. Loan him out to somewhere in Europe or in the Championship and just give him a bit more confidence. Give him some time. He's not Premiership ready. It's that obvious. But there is a good player there, I feel.
But then how do you get him Premiership ready if you send him off?
Just
to
what I've
play
just said. Loan
in
him
the shit
out.
league again. Yeah, but it's a different game. It's a different pace.
What do you think we're loaning Charlie Cresswell out for? Why do you think we're loaning Joffrey out? Why do you think we're loaning Drama out? You know, that's how these younger players learn the trade. They play at a standard that's below
There's
the
pros and cons to it. Absolutely.
Absolutely,
That's
there is.
fair, I guess,
This
but-
is the best league in the world, lads. I think we're being very, very harsh on some players here. They're not
But I
Premiership
think
ready.
you're speaking with hindsight. Obviously, signing a kid for £25 million, expecting him to actually perform in this league and then loaning him out because he's shit.
Fair.
We've done the same with fucking Dan James, you know.
Fair. But no,
We
Dan
need to
James is
recruit better.
mid-20s. He's
Well,
not a
well,
young,
you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
You know, he's useless in this league, you know, and we need to
he's
recruit
fucking.
better.
He
And
made
there's only
mincemeat
one
of
person
Everton on
that's-
Saturday.
Yeah, he
did.
didn't he?
Do you know what?
Yeah.
For Aronson, I feel like
Agent
a
James.
little bit of it, though, with him is also the expectation because we tried to sign him that first time and we didn't get him, and he was kind of built up as this big deal coming in. Wanted this young, exciting attacking midfielder who's creative and can score goals, and there was a lot of hype, and we hadn't really seen.
He'd have been
that,
brilliant
and
for us in
not
Championship.
helped him.
He'd have been,
Yeah, he would.
he'd have
Yeah,
been brilliant for us in Championship. But we got him when we don't need a speed demon. That
absolutely.
can't do anything else but run really
Absolutely.
fast after stuff.
We've properly deviated away from talking about the Fulham game, mind. But I mean, what do you see many changes for that game to the lineup? Do you think we're going to make any drastic moves? Do you think Cooper will come back? Forshaw, as we've discussed.
No.
Do you think Nonto might start?
Do you know what I think we should do? I think against teams like upcoming games like City, I think if we're going to play or we're going to struggle for any leadership, I think we should look at 5 at the back. I think that'd bring a better game out of Firpo and Christensen or Ayling, who plays on that side as well. I think I don't see why we haven't explored that and played five at the back for me. But I don't think we will. I don't think we're at that stage. I don't think we can start mixing up too much now. I think he's had very short time to try and drill a particular style into these lads, and I almost feel like I'm contradicting everything I've ever said about Gratcher, because when he joined, he almost changed the style and the formation a little bit, but now we seem a bit predictable. Now I don't know if that's down to him or the players, but we almost can pick the lineups now, and we couldn't before, and I just don't know. And the reason I think that Sinisterra and Harrison started over Anonto and Somerville at the weekend is because we expected to do last night was that we expected to do a lot more running and defending, which we did. Even in the first half an hour where we were the better side, we were still running I think we'd done like 4 times as many miles as them or something in the first half an hour, or 3 times as many miles or whatever. So yeah, it's one of them, innit? And Fulham, are we going to go down there and try and beat them? Probably not. We're probably going to try and pick a point up, realistically.
But we've got to, haven't we? We've got to try and beat them, surely.
I don't think so. I think anything other than a loss is all right for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
at this stage of the season, Jay, we talk about Fulham. Yeah, on paper, Leeds against Fulham, we've got to go there, beat them. Realistically, look where they are in the table, mate, and look.
No, I get that. And coming off those 2 games,
they've lost Arnautovic though.
Coming off those 2 games, then a point is a step back forward. So I would take that, but I would like to see us.
We need to go at
them.
Game. We need to go at them now. None of this reserved bullshit. Let's fucking sit really deep. We need to go for the juggler.
It'll be interesting though, Smarty, because like Luke was saying, we've become predictable now. It'll be interesting this because it's generally become a thing, hasn't it? Where good team will sit back and we won't press over halfway line. Crappy team will go at them. So it'll be interesting to see where Gracia views Fulham and
look what that did to us against Palace
for that game. I know.
Yeah, true.
That first half were amazing, Luke. Before it went tits up,
but Fulham don't have a front 3 like Palace do. They are dangerous on counter, and that is their game. That is Palace's game. That's how they counter teams like that.
Looking back at it now,
I'd argue Fulham do as well. To be fair,
maybe Fulham so, but like I say, they've not got Arnautovic, so one of the main man's not there, have they?
World-class player just missing,
the Austrian international.
Who's messing with bloody layout?
That's me. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Big J. Only time he's been bigger than us all ever.
Keep talking about Arnautovic.
You've totally thrown me, Luke. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But I mean, yeah, it's just.
Calm down, Ed the Duck.
Come on, Brolin. Let's get some predictions.
Do you want to take some predictions or something?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Just fucking calm yourselves down.
Hey,
we're an hour and 7 minutes in.
Earlier on, Jay says, "Can we make it a short one?" I can't be asked talking about Leeds.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
and
about
because
this
you all
tonight.
said, you all.
Auto no better predictions.
You absolute bastard. You absolute bastard. Go on, you fucking do it, mate, because you're clearly in charge. Off you go.
The fucking Teddy has left the building.
I'm done with this bollocks.
Right then, lads, Karl, we'll start with you, shall we?
Nope. Nope. If we get a win at the weekend, I'm justified in my decision. So no.
I will touch you. No, the baby Bielsa things,
Oh, right, okay, fucking hell. I was thinking there for a minute. I was like, what? Don't be announcing shit like that.
Okay, I thought you were going to have a shave.
Smarty,
yeah.
Can you take these down then, Karl, since I'm not doing them?
Yeah, of course.
Chief
fucking
admin.
great.
Chief is the OKB secretary. Is
prediction, bitch.
All right, boys. We'll see now.
All right, well, I'll go first.
Have we got a fans prediction? Steve Brown's never got in before, so we're going 2-1 Leeds from the fans.
Hey, I'm sure he's gone in before, Smarty. You don't get to judge people.
2-1 Leeds, yeah? Steve Brown.
Do you know what?
Die rule.
Absolutely fucking shitting my pants at this game, but for some reason, I'm just going to go 2-0 Leeds.
What the fuck?
And I don't know why, but I'm saying 2-0 Leeds.
2-0 Leeds.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
I know why. Because you're a shithouse and you're not honest.
And because you don't want to lose minus points and you don't want to drop down that table.
Vote with my heart, Smarty. And I love my fucking club, even when they're all shit.
I love that, right? Because, like, you'll stand there and boo them off pitch and then you'll
Well,
say,
yeah. but it doesn't mean that I won't be full of hope.
back 'em, though. I'll never vote
It doesn't mean I won't be full of hope. Every time.
You shit bastards!
Hey,
Wankers up here in fucking washes, you bastards! I'll never go against my team, though.
It was the only one who complained about season ticket renewals and then renewed before everybody.
No, I renewed on last day.
Never changed, never changed.
Hey, Smarty said he wasn't renewing, but then he did.
I've said that for the last 9 seasons, though, in fairness.
We have to renew. We have to
Smart
renew
prediction.
because if we don't renew,
I'm going.
Gilly'll get a ticket.
Yeah. What are you going with, Smarty?
1-1.
1-1.
Did you get that
One
one,
all.
Todger?
1-0 to
I did
Fulham.
indeed. 1-1 to Fulham.
I'm going to go Desmond 2-2. There's goals in this game.
I actually think we're more likely to get a draw, but I've got this hope. I've got this
the
fucking
family
hope
in
that
debt.
we're going to get
In
some
debt.
fucking points.
We will, because I haven't predicted.
I
We'll
hope
definitely
so,
get something, because I haven't predicted.
I hope so.
Can you? You think I'm joking? Watch.
You're nearly as bad as my missus. She says to me sometimes, it's because you're wearing your Leeds shirt that you're losing.
Oh, no, that's bollocks.
I'm like, no, I never used to wear anything Leeds related to games ever. And over the last few weeks, I've
I
started
nearly
wearing
made a
my own
joke then,
shirt.
but I won't.
Go on then, tell us one of your absolute comical one
Oh,
liners.
no, we're about you wearing someone else's shirt, but I won't go there because last time.
You'd know, you're a fucking... Oh, in fact, I won't say the what I was going to say then. Because of the
Steady on.
Yeah.
Fella. Steady on. I'm banked.
Does it not
Steady.
does it not upset you, missus, that that's the only conversation you have with him before you shut the door again?
No. No.
She's actually
Nice
in
to
the
have a-
comments, Jay. You horrible
To be
bastard.
fair, mate, it's just
Hey.
nice to have a missus. It's nice to be loved.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But
I
anyway,
can understand
if you
that.
want to keep going, you fucking keep going.
Hey, pal, you've crushed me now. I'm off to crying in a minute. I've got no else here.
I'm going to go cry in my fucking kitty litter box.
Keep feeling so good.
Hey, they love me. I might be a crazy cat lady now, but I'm happy.
I love you too, mate. I love you too.
We all love you, Jay.
News
We
from
all
Ought to Know
love
Better.
you.
So,
News.
just to provide you
What?
all with
You've
a little
gone
bit of an update. No, I just fed up of hearing you lot, to be honest. I've had enough.
Took matters into
I'm
his own
sick of
hands.
fucking... I've been asking to leave for the last 15 minutes.
So yeah, just to give everyone a bit of an update where we are on the Leeds to London and back again. Karl, myself, Gilly, Bren, and Lou, Big Lou,
Great bunch of lads.
from LS11 are doing the 400-mile walk. We're all doing pretty well, all absolutely fecked. Not the walk, sorry, on his own steam. I haven't walked hardly any of it. I've done it all on my bike. So doing all right.
You shithouse. Gilly's
I'm
there
sure-
wearing holes in his bloody soles, and you're there on a chuffing exercise bike.
What's his
Little
fish got
cross-
out to do with it?
You little CrossFit wanker, aren't you? That's what you are.
I am biking to the gym and then doing a session and then coming home.
Well,
but
that's all right, mate. Fair enough.
Goes up
but
and
yeah,
down
we're
his
doing
back
doing
garden.
really,
just
really
like
well.
one of them fucking tyres. JCB.
You're about to get kicked out.
It's not.
I can tell.
I've not even got my mouse tonight. I've
Leave me alone,
I've tried
you
leaving it alone.
bastards.
So yeah, that's going really, really well. Thank you ever so much, anybody who has shared and liked. Gilly will be on at some point, and he'll be able to give you exact figures. But we're about on track between us. I think some of us are a little bit further behind, aren't we, Karl? And then the others are.
I'm doing all right, man. I did 11 miles yesterday, 11 and a half miles yesterday, so doing all right, catching up.
You can't put your Fitbit on the fucking dog.
These are out.
He's a lazy bastard now, anyway.
You less
Like,
miles than Karl.
yeah, he does less miles than me now. Like,
You're all amateurs. I do a 5-mile swim every morning. That's what my watch thinks.
Christ.
drowning in the bath doesn't count, Smarty.
He's just like that in bed.
Yeah,
Well, there is some movements going on.
in the bath.
Christ.
The least
No,
the
I've
least we
heard.
say about that, the better.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Yeah, we can. Come on then, Jay. Run the show, bitch.
What do you mean?
Come on,
You've
James.
just, like,
bring it to
you've
a
taken
fruitful
over.
end.
I was just giving the update.
All right, okay. I just want to reassure Bully because he thinks I'm pulling myself around bedroom, but don't worry, mate. I'm all right. Don't you worry about.
He's got
me.
a fleshlight.
Yeah, it's one of them bumhole ones.
Here we go. Whoa! What's that weird site you're on again, Jay?
Guess we don't have time for an auto bit this time, unless
Of course we do. Of course we do.
Do you want to get stuck in?
It's
Luke?
a big
Do you
one.
want to get stuck in? Oh,
This is a massive
it's a big one. It's
Smells
a
big.
one. Go on then. All right.
Auto no better with Rachel Adedeji.
You take it away, pal.
This is going out to the majority of my American brethren. What's up, Carl?
Not a thing. I think it went off twice in my ear.
All right.
The
So
Rachel
yeah, this is going
Adedeji
out.
thing.
This is going out not to the majority. I think that's pretty harsh. I'd probably say the minority of Twitter using brethren.
Cheers, Danny.
So yeah, it's just pretty much about fucking. If you love your players that much, like literally, just give it a fucking rest. Like, there's
I know
no.
where this is going.
They're all slagging Leeds off and saying McKennie made a bad decision, picking Leeds over all his other options and telling me how he's got all these options in the summer. And I'm just like, look, if they've seen him play, he'll have fuck all options in the summer. He's going nowhere. He's going absolutely nowhere. So yeah, just fuck off with your hashtag USMNT 3629-1.
12 flags after
it's
it.
all bollocks. It's all bollocks. Your top scorers are Landon Donovan and fucking what's the other guy who played for
Clint
Everton?
Dempsey.
Clint Dempsey.
Fucking
Give it a
hell.
rest.
Christ.
You're about 1,000 years behind us in terms of football, and you think football's played with your fucking hands? Fuck off.
Egg ball.
Sad.
That's it, really. Anybody else?
I tell you, who will be lining up to sign Weston McKennie, and that's dietitians, because the fat bastard wants to lose a few fucking pounds.
Should we have got him on this 400-mile track thing? Should we?
Hey, I know my limitations. I reckon he knows his.
Yeah, it's the front door of KFC. I'd
there
say.
are some great Americans out there.
Yeah,
on
there
Twitter.
are. We've got loads of people who
some
like
really,
it on
really
here,
good
the
lads.
American guys. And
But there's some
it is a
fucking
minority.
wankers that have just turned up this season that are just like, I cannot
Yeah.
fucking wait for him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Take fucking bloody Aronson with you and all. We'll keep Tyler Adams should he want to stay. Obviously, I'm surprised. I will be surprised if he stays. But them two arseholes can fuck off. Half at squad can fuck off for me in summer, including
Danny
Ward.
Rumsey, we had a chat about this earlier on, and I said I would like to get 29 back on here and do it a bit Jeremy Kyle or even Jerry Springer style. I think
Jerry
it's
Springer.
Get him on and say, look, 29, where the fuck is this player you promised us? Because we haven't seen him yet. We've seen him for about 60 minutes.
He told us this guy was going to take control of the midfield. He were going to step up and he was
going to fight for Leeds. He's going to fight for Leeds. You got a great
We've seen
player.
none of that.
Well, when is he going to turn up, Olaf? Because as
We've
far
seen
as I'm
none of
fucking
that.
seen.
Imagine if sitting there, slagging off the club, slagging off the team. Leeds is shit. Leeds is crap. He's made a bad decision. When he's out there
Your
putting in
tiny club.
performances like that,
I wouldn't mind if he was the only player that was throwing his weight about and working.
Me
hard and
neither.
that. I could understand. I could take it then. I could. But
me neither.
let's be fucking real.
But
He's been poor.
It's been garbage. It's been fucking trash, as they like to say.
I wouldn't say he's been absolutely trashed. There has been glimpses. There's been very, very fine glimpses of something that he can do against really poor fucking Southampton, against poor teams. He seems to be quite well suited to playing against the poor teams. But as soon as he's got anything against like Arsenal, fucking Liverpool, even Palace, absolutely lost, doesn't know what to do. And to be fair, half at frigging team are exactly the same. Don't have a fucking clue what to do, where to turn. They're just getting tied in little frigging knots. Look like chuffing a load of pretzels.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can I just tell you one quick joke before we go?
Go on.
Oh, God.
It's not even really a joke.
It better be funny now.
It's
not
better,
really funny.
especially with
This
delay.
build up.
My brother,
Winston?
my half brother basically said that
Winston's with Julie.
he bought the wrong milk. My brother bought the wrong milk, and his mum was kicking off and proper complaining at him. Anyway, he swapped the lids and he's put the
Thrilled.
cunt sat drinking there like no, it's the matter. I'll splatter one day. That's a text he just sent me. He just swapped the colour lids and she don't even have a clue now, right?
Brilliant.
That's the kind of shit I can get on board with.
Yeah.
It's not an Ought to Know Better podcast without one of Luke's thrilling
See,
stories.
Andy wants Forshaw starting again.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Sure.
Right, well, I've had enough of all this, and seeing as you lot have derailed me every time I've tried to keep talking
Mila
about stuff.
Kunis.
Oh, I love Mila.
I'm going to wrap this shit up.
Jesus. Let us know, Kev.
Have any of you lot know what else you need to say?
She's not even American. She's friggin' Russian.
Yeah.
Am I here? Is anyone
Hi,
listening?
Jay. Let's go, man. Where did you come from?
When
did you get here?
You've been sat behind one of them fucking graves, look.
Good to see you, lads. Been enjoying
Well,
myself.
we're just about finished, Jay, man. You're a bit fucking late. Like.
Fucking typical, man. Anyone
We're
got
back
else
anyway,
to
Jay.
say?
What's going down? Oh,
What's going down here, mate?
One last thing. Sorry, Lee. Well done on winning the silent auction on the raffle. We raised £270 English for Andy's Man Club, which has been sent over.
As well. Well done, Lou.
Sent over today. Hey, I've fucking nailed it now. I won't lose it until I've had a few beers, and then it's but yeah. So well done. Thank you, Lee, for that. Thank you also to Jay Michaels, who I haven't seen on the stream tonight, but for donating that. We have got a couple of other raffles coming up as well soon. Some unique pieces of history.
It's a meat hamper.
Beer tokens.
Oh, can I enter for the beer tokens?
Some novelty Christmas crackers that weren't used.
And a microwave.
Could have
And a big teddy bear.
Maybe we could do like Strike It Lucky or whatever. All them shit prizes like a toaster and a kettle.
And we'll call it Strike It Lucky.
Strike It Lucky.
Strike It Lucky.
Hey, it fucking writes itself, doesn't it? Eh? Anyway.
Strike It Lucky.
It does. Creative geniuses on this podcast.
Man.
And on that
Class.
note, I'm going to say goodbye and cue the music.
Bye-bye.
Cheers everyone who's commented and watched and listened, and
We'll be
hopefully
back
you come
after
back, even though you've had to listen to
Fulham at
us.
some point, won't we?
Back after Fulham.